Good evening and welcome. Thank you for joining us. Tonight we bring you the extraordinary story of a young programmer whose vision and ambition reshaped the way the world connects. A man who started coding in a Harvard dorm room and went on to create one of the most influential platforms in human history. This is the story of Mark Zuckerberg. Imagine launching a website from your college dorm and within a few years having hundreds of millions of users. Imagine turning that idea into a global empire and changing the way billions communicate forever. Stay with us, because this journey will inspire you in ways you never expected. Tonight's top stories: Mark Zuckerberg's early life and the curiosity that drove him to code. How a college project evolved into Facebook. The challenges, setbacks, and bold moves that shaped the company. The rise of Facebook into Meta, influencing billions globally. Now, let's begin with our first major story. The curious mind of a young programmer. Mark Zuckerberg was born in 1984 in White Plains, New York. From a very young age, he exhibited an intense curiosity for technology and coding. While other kids played video games, Zuckerberg was writing software. At just 12, he created a messaging program called ZuckNet for his father's dental office. His parents noticed his talent and nurtured it. By the time he entered Phillips Exeter Academy, Mark was already building complex programs, exploring the limitless possibilities of technology. Harvard, the birthplace of Facebook. At Harvard University, Zuckerberg was known for his brilliance and his ambition. He built several projects, some controversial, some revolutionary. In 2004, he launched the Facebook, a website connecting Harvard students. It started small, just dorm rooms and classrooms, but it quickly caught the attention of students everywhere. What made it special? Its simplicity, speed, and the way it connected people, something the world had never seen before. Stay with us, because the next decision Mark made would turn Facebook into a global phenomenon and attract both opportunity and controversy. The early challenges. As the Facebook expanded, Zuckerberg faced challenges. Legal battles arose, accusations of idea theft, and intense pressure from classmates and competitors. Yet Mark remained focused, believing in his vision that the world needed a connected social platform. By dropping out of Harvard, he put everything on the line, choosing vision over convention. It was a bold risk, but one that would define his legacy. Expanding beyond Harvard. After Harvard, Facebook opened to other universities and eventually the public. Users grew from thousands to millions to hundreds of millions. Mark and his team innovated constantly: news feed, wall, likes, features that became essential to online interaction. Competition was fierce. Other social networks tried to dominate, but Zuckerberg's relentless focus on user experience and connectivity kept Facebook on top. But the biggest growth wasn't just in users, it was in influence. And what happened next would make Zuckerberg a name known to billions and place him at the center of the digital revolution. Monetization and metavision. Facebook began generating revenue with targeted advertising, a move that transformed it from a social experiment into a billion-dollar business. Zuckerberg didn't stop there. He expanded acquisitions, Instagram, WhatsApp, Oculus, and started building what we now know as Meta. His vision was no longer just connecting people. It was creating a metaverse, a new digital frontier.
It was ambitious, controversial, and world-changing. And just as Facebook became a global platform, Mark Zuckerberg faced scrutiny, challenges, and ethical dilemmas, all while leading one of the most influential companies in history.
The next chapter reveals how Zuckerberg navigated these trials and how his vision shaped the future of social media forever. But the real breakthrough came when Facebook went beyond Harvard. It wasn't just about connecting students anymore, it was about connecting the world. Global expansion. In 2006, Facebook opened its doors to anyone over 13 with an email address. Suddenly, the world was connected. Millions joined, friendships formed, businesses thrived, and the platform became a digital hub for communication. Zuckerberg's vision was clear. He wanted a network where everyone could share their story, their moments, their lives. Stay with us, because as the user base exploded, Zuckerberg faced challenges that could have ended Facebook's dominance. Navigating controversies. Facebook's growth came with scrutiny, privacy issues, data leaks, political controversies, and questions about the ethical responsibility of connecting billions. Zuckerberg faced criticism from governments, media, and even former employees. But his focus remained: innovate, scale, and push the boundaries of technology. He learned that leadership in the digital age isn't just about building software, it's about shaping the future responsibly. Acquisitions and metavision. Zuckerberg understood that connecting the world required more than Facebook. He acquired Instagram, WhatsApp, and Oculus, creating a family of apps that reached billions globally. By 2021, he rebranded as Meta, signaling a shift toward virtual reality and the metaverse. Zuckerberg's vision wasn't just a social network, it was a new frontier of human interaction. But with great vision comes great responsibility. The metaverse, AI, and digital ethics would define Zuckerberg's next challenge and the legacy of his leadership. Mindset of a visionary. So what made Zuckerberg succeed where others failed? Relentless focus on long-term vision, willingness to take risks, even under scrutiny, adaptability to technological change, persistence despite criticism. As he once said, the biggest risk is not taking any risk. For Zuckerberg, innovation and courage always outweighed fear. Lessons for the future. Mark Zuckerberg's journey teaches us that start with curiosity, embrace failure as a lesson, scale your vision with bold moves. Responsibility and ethics matter as much as growth. From a dorm room programmer to the founder of Meta, Zuckerberg's story reminds us that technology can change the world, and so can a single visionary mind. Tonight, we explored the extraordinary journey of Mark Zuckerberg, from a curious teen coding in his dorm to a global leader shaping how billions connect and communicate. A story shaped by vision, risk, innovation, and resilience. Now we want to hear from you. Do you think Zuckerberg's success came more from his vision or from his relentless focus and risk-taking? Comment below and share your thoughts. If you found this story inspiring, like this video, comment your opinion. Subscribe for more stories of vision, innovation, and success. Thank you for watching and staying with us. We'll continue to bring you stories that inform, motivate, and challenge perspectives. Until next time, stay curious, stay bold, stay visionary.